At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one.
The ball squirts free, and the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
This offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind you. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll try to run for it. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they got him for the sack.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. A strike downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now they'll run the draw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry up. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Wide out in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Minnesota 7, SMU 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
All kinds of running room. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Going to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's King. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
The Mustangs will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets to punt away. Oh, the sweet feet. This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
And a nice job by the offense of picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Minnesota 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McWilliams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. The give is to Smith. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. They'll run for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Makes the grab outside. It's Yates.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds and incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he's looking to throw. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Mustangs.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap.
It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. And he's not able to come up with it.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
They keep attacking through the air. Coming after him. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on field downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Floating away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes and knew he could throw it away as long as it got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Going over the top. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll take another shot here. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
And
he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
To the air on 1st down. Still looking. Finds his man. It's Yates. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it! Touchdown, Mustangs! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wide receiver shows motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. He's looking deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, SMU. And the route is on.
Number 5.
I mean, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Buying some time as he moves left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. Point of attack.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He finds his man. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. The completion well past the sticks. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage...
Oh, he wants it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The end of the third quarter with the score SMU 42, Minnesota 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
691, Gator score.
They go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's King. At the 35, he's got room. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The hand to the running back. Got room at the 35.
If I'm a defense, I want to play conservative in these situations. Obviously, it's such a long yardage situation. I don't want to give up that many yards. I got to get the guy on the ground. Really nice effort by the running back, making him miss and, getting all those positive yards. But I got to play conservatively in those situations.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Brings up 4th down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Mustangs are on the move. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the punishment has been accepted.